Having trouble concentrating? Try these suggestions. One of the greatest challenges online marketers are facing today is staying focused. For instance, you sit in front of your desktop or your laptop to write an article, and you end up losing focus. You find yourself reading emails, checking social sites, or just surfing the net. Or you have an information product that you need to finish, but then you start reading emails, which leads you to visit a sports site, a news site, watch a couple of videos on YouTube before you realize it's 3 hours later. And you've done nothing specific. All you have now is a little guilt. Does this sound familiar to you? According to the director of the Stanford Persuasive Tech Lab, Dr. B.J. Fogg, there's only one way to entirely and radically change your behavior, and that is to change the environment that you're in. Students who transfer to a new college are much more likely to have behavioral change than students who remain at the same college. This applies to workers as well. People who relocate from their places of work or residence are much more likely to adapt new habits. This makes sense. Let's say that in your previous job, you had a habit of rushing to pick up some fries and some less than healthy food because there was a fast food joint near your workplace. Besides, your workmates enjoyed eating them too. At your new job, your coworkers carry their own lunch or eat real foods at a healthy restaurant, and they start inviting you to accompany them. Soon you find yourself eating healthy meals at lunchtime, and even on some days, you bring your own meals in from home because you've formed a habit of eating healthy lunches. Time goes by, and fast foods start becoming repulsive to you. So what changed? Your environment changed, and so did the habits it triggered. This made it easier for you to make changes in your life. People who have trouble sleeping are advised to only use their beds for sleep and nothing else, apart from sex, of course. If they lay on their usual bed and can't sleep, they're advised to go to another room to see if their mind will tell them that it is time to sleep. By treating their bed as a sleeping zone and not a reading or daydreaming location, etc., they will be able to fall asleep within a short amount of time. The bed will now be triggering one thing, and that's sleep. This is why you need to have one location to work and another to do things. If you are mixing playtime with your work time in the same place, you will always have distractions. If you work on a tablet or laptop, this can easily be remedied. Simply decide on an area in your home where you will be doing nothing else but work. If you have a desktop computer and a laptop, you can consider using your laptop to conduct your other activities and your desktop computer for work. Another idea is to set aside certain times of the day for work, with no exceptions. This will help you form a habit of having to work during those times, and it will go a long way in reducing and eliminating distractions. Your work times will now become a routine, and you will find it an automatic thing to do work every day. When your mind first starts automating that you need to work, you will eliminate the thoughts of not feeling like working today or feeling sluggish. The third technique would be to use triggers. For instance, if you always start working right after eating breakfast, it will form a habit, and soon your mind will be telling you to go to work after eating. You will not be giving it a thought, but you will find yourself doing it. In one study, knowing where and when participants were going to exercise made most of them follow the routine. In fact, they followed the routine 91% of the time. Those who had no routine and only exercised when they felt motivated follow through only 35% of the time. The bottom line is, designate an area or time when and where you will do nothing else but work. Couple that with a strict schedule, and you will see a huge increase in your productivity. And when you are able to do much more with fewer distractions, you will not only accomplish your goals faster, but boost self-esteem and get greater satisfaction and happiness in your life.